What if I told you that 1,000 years ago, right here in the United States, there was a city bigger than medieval London? A massive metropolis with grand plazas, cosmic observatories, and a giant pyramid right in the middle of it, built entirely out of dirt. Welcome back, guys. Today we're looking at one of the greatest vanishing acts in human history. We are standing at Cahokia, just across the river from St. Louis. Long before Columbus or the Pilgrims ever set foot on this continent, this was the absolute beating heart of North America. But by the time Europeans arrived, it was a complete ghost town. Why did everyone leave? Let's break it down. Okay, to understand how wild this place was, we have to rewind to around 1050 AD. Suddenly, out of nowhere, thousands of people flooded into this valley. They built over 120 earthen mounds. The biggest one right behind me, Monk's Mound. This thing is 100 feet tall and covers more ground at its base than the Great Pyramid of Giza. Imagine digging up, carrying and packing 55 million cubic feet of earth entirely by hand using woven baskets. No wheels, no horses, no metal tools. But they didn't just work, they played hard. In the massive Grand Plaza, thousands of people would gather to watch a game called Chunky. Roll a smooth stone disc across the field at high speeds, and players would sprint after it, throwing spears to try and land exactly where the stone would stop rolling. The stakes? Massive. People would gamble everything they owned on these games. It was the NFL of the medieval Mississippi. And check this out. They weren't just building randomly. They built a massive solar calendar out of red cedar logs, which archaeologists call Woodhenge. It aligned perfectly with the rising sun on the solstices and equinoxes. They used it to predict the perfect time to plant their corn, which kept the whole city alive. By the year 1200, Cahokia was the peak of North American civilization. But then, the city started to choke. Think about the logistics. 20,000 people meant massive deforestation to build defensive walls and fires. Stripping the trees likely caused catastrophic flooding that ruined their crops. Combine that with a mini ice age that struck the globe in the 13th century, and the city's food supply vanished, started to choke. There are no signs of a massive war or a foreign invasion. Instead, it seems like the people of Cahokia just voted with their feet. The system broke down, so they packed up their things, scattered into smaller tribes across the Midwest and South, and left their giant earthen pyramids behind to be swallowed by nature. Walking through this place today, it's wild to think that a bustling, sports-loving, stargazing metropolis once stood right where these silent, grassy hills are now. History isn't just something that happened across the ocean. It's right under our feet. If you want to explore more hidden histories of the ancient Americas, smash that subscribe button, hit the like, and let me know in the comments, would you have survived a game of Chunky? See you in the next video.